welcome to our YouTube series, Creating Your FEM Right the First Time. This series is designed to guide you through the essential steps of finite element modeling, focusing on best practices and actionable insights that ensure accuracy and reliability in your simulations. Each part of the series will be dedicated to a specific stage of the FEA process, offering clear explanations, practical tips, and strategies to help you succeed. Whether you are an FEA professional or just starting your journey with FEA, this series will equip you with the tools and the knowledge to elevate your simulations to the next level. Before to jump into the details, let me presenting you the agenda of the series. In this first part, I want to introduce the concept of good modeling practices approach. This foundational segment explores the guiding principles and strategies that underpin a successful FEM. From understanding the physics of your problem to knowing what results to expect, we'll outline the mindset and preparation needed to make informed decisions during your simulation process. In the part 2, Building the Model, we will dive into the practical aspect of FEM creation, including planning your work, selecting the right solution, defining appropriate boundary conditions, and meshing techniques. This part is packed with essential tips to help you create robust and accurate models right from the start. And I will conclude this part with the 14 questions you should be able to answer before you begin modeling. In the part 3, Solving the Model, we will address the challenges of running simulations. We'll discuss how to interpret the solver log files, the troubleshoot convergence issues, and adjust solution parameters to ensure successful and reliable results. I like to say this is where the magic of FEA really comes to life. In the part 4, post-processing the model, we will focus on the critical task of post-processing. I want to present you the verification and validation process, and you will learn how to assess the accuracy of your results, apply engineering judgment, and ensure that your conclusions are both meaningful and actionable. Post-processing is where you turn data into insights. And finally, we will wrap up with the conclusion. We'll revisit key takeaways, highlight the importance of always trusting your engineering judgment, and discuss how to integrate the best practices into your daily FEA workflow. So, let's start with the good modeling practices approach. The objective of an approach incorporating good modeling practices is to use FEA intelligibly and not as a black box, even if from a solving point of view it is one. So, in order to produce accurate results with your FEM, you must follow the 10 following rules. First, you have to understand the physics behind your model. Without understanding the physics, FEA is just number crunching. So it is important to understand the physics behind your simulation. Depending if it is a stress-strain problem, a vibration problem, a heat transfer problem, the physics will be different. And you must understand this physics before to start simulating it. You have to know what you are looking for. You need to define the objectives. Are you looking for forces, interface loads, peak stress, displacements, natural frequencies? You need to know that. You need to have an idea of what the results should look like. Engineers should always have an intuition about expected results. Could be a basic end calculation, but most of the time it is not possible because we use FEA to solve complex problems that the classical methods cannot solve. So it could be benchmark problems or previous case studies. You have also to understand the behavior of the elements in the library of your FEA software. I will come back on that later. You have to select the right elements for the task because poor element selection leads to wrong results. You have to perform the correct discretization. By that I mean good mesh quality because it improves the accuracy. You have to apply the correct boundary conditions in terms of constraint and loading because incorrect boundary conditions are the major source of error in simulation. You have to understand the effects of your assumptions on the response of your model. Every simplification impacts the accuracy. And you know how to modify the model to improve its accuracy. No finite element model is perfect from the start. Iteration and refinement are necessary to achieve reliable results. Even with the best initial setup, an FEM model can produce errors, inaccurate stress distributions, for example, or unexpected behaviors. So, understanding how to modify the model to improve accuracy is crucial to obtaining meaningful and reliable results. FEA is an iterative process, not a one-shot solution. The best engineers continuously refine their models by questioning assumptions, testing improvements, and validating the results. So, to conclude on this point, the best FEMs are not the ones that run the fastest, but the ones that deliver the most reliable insight. And to conclude with the 10 rules to follow if you want to have a good FEM and good FEM results, you need to keep a critical eye on the results. And you have to understand the critical outputs. Always verify and validate your results. So to make sure that you're going to produce a good FEM model, you have to focus first on these 10 aspects. We know that FEA software vendors do their best to help users become FEA experts, but you must ultimately understand how to properly use the software without treating FEA simply as an extension to CAD. And it is important to understand that the similarities between CAD and FEA are limited to geometry at best. And there is a risk of assuming that the FEM's accuracy depends solely on precise geometry representation. The problem with this assumption is that many other factors, such as the selection of the right elements, the definition of the right boundary conditions, the selection of an appropriate material model, and the convergence study or the post-processing and many other parameters will influence the accuracy of the simulation. So, FEA is complex, and geometric accuracy and attractive color plots alone do not guarantee the high quality analysis. See you for the next part of creating your FEM right the first time, where I will cover building the model. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And feel free also to contact me via email or on LinkedIn.